This is a movie review for Christians. Remember to pray the movies. The Legend of the Ten Rings begins 1,000 years ago. The man and how he acquired the so-called 10 rings that give him special powers. And it's a Marvel movie. And then it flashes forward to the present day, 1,000 years, current day in San Francisco City. The two main characters are valet parkers, a man and a woman, just friends. They're of Chinese origin. The man receives a postcard from the city of Macau, which is between Hong Kong and China. I've been there, by the way. It's a gambling casino town, most in general. It's pretty complicated. It flashes forward and back a few times. Shows this valet parker as a kid being trained to be a great fighter by his father. But then the mother, the wife, dies, and this father goes into great despondency, and the kids get separated from him for many years. The valet parker wears this pendant around his neck, and the other, his partner, the female, they're both Asian, they're just friends. She doesn't know anything about his past life, and suddenly one day they're on the city bus, and this gang of guys try to get the pendant from him. They're not just an ordinary street gang, though. They've been sent by his father to get the pendant. So there's an epic fight on the city bus, and he shows his skills, and she's amazed. She didn't know he could fight like this. He seemed just like an average Joe. Looks like Bruce Lee. Suddenly he's fighting like Bruce Lee, that is. They steal the pendant. He realizes he has to go to Macau to find his sister. He thinks she sent him the postcard. He goes there, but on that bus, by the way, they made a video of him fighting, and now he's a famous YouTube fighter. So he arrives in Macau, and they take him to this fight club where he's supposed to fight some kind of... Actually turns out to be his sister. His sister owns this fight club. And one thing leads to another, trying to make it quick, is that the father wants to try to get his wife back. He thinks she's behind some kind of mystical wall that they have to break into to get to. In fact, it's turned out that he's being haunted by demons, or the dark side. They don't say demons, but they call it the dark side, or dark terror, or something like that. The darkness. So there's some biblical allusions, and not directly, but you could make a case for it. Because it turns out the two dragons, there's a good dragon and an evil dragon, they have to fight it out against each other in the end. So basically the father was deceived by Satan to get behind this wall, and in fact by getting into the wall, which took epic workmanship and the power of the 10 rings, he actually released the demons and the evil dragon. So beware in real life of the same thing. Beware of Satan whispering in your ear, thinking it's something true, but it's actually false to lead you astray. I also noticed a little bit of analogies to Luke Skywalker and his father, Darth Vader. Because the valet parker he wants to fight for good. He doesn't want to. He knows his father's been deceived. So he's trying now to stop his father. One of the sayings in the movie is a blood debt has to be paid by blood. Old Testament, eye for an eye. We don't live that way as Christians. Another theme in this film is ancestor worship, which is something prominent in Buddhism. So there's that too, and we need to be aware of that. They think they can bring their father back. They think they'll all be reunited, but they won't without Christ. None of us will. Even if you love your family member, no matter how much you love them. Even in Christianity, like focus on the family and stuff like that, there's sometimes too much emphasis on the family. Not enough on the Christian family. So I'll leave it at that. Pray the movies. I'll leave some more for you to read in the box below. God bless you all. Pray for you in the name of the Father, and the Son, and the Holy Spirit.